Hey boys and girls, one of our skills this week is suffixes, ER and OR. And my question for you is, what is a suffix? We learned about suffixes a few weeks ago when we added on to some words. We had the word help and we added a suffix to it. We added the suffix FUL. Do you remember that suffix? It means full of. So it's just some letters, a group of letters added to the end of the word that changes the meaning a little bit. So we went from the verb, which means to help somebody. That's something you can do, is help. And then we just added FUL, and now it means full of helping, like you're helpful, right? We also learned about a different suffix. Let me see. We took the word sad. Aww. And we added another suffix. We added our ly suffix. Remember that one? Ly and FUL? And the ly suffix, what that did was it told us how they did something. So how did he walk in the room? In a sad way. He walked in sadly. So this one meant in a blank way, so in a sad way. And this one meant full of. Well, this week, we're going to be talking about suffixes, but we're going to be learning some new ones. So we know FUL and we know LY. They're added onto our base word. This week, our suffixes are ER and OR. And what those do is they get added to the end of a word, and they're going to change the word for us. So I don't want to show it all to you yet. So we add ER, and sometimes OR, I'll explain that in a second, to each base word. So a base word is like your start out word, right? So let's see, let's do an example. Paint. Paint is a verb. It's an action, right? So whenever you have a verb and you add our ER or OR ending to it, you are changing that verb into a noun. So we have the verb to paint, and then we add our ER suffix, and now the word has changed. Now that word is a noun. It's a person who paints. So adding our ER and OR 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 change the meaning a little bit. So now it means a person or a thing that. So in this case, we add our ER, which makes it mean it's a person or a thing that paints. Okay? So when we add that, we're completely changing it. It's no longer an action verb. It's no longer a word like a verb. It's now a noun. It means a person or a thing. And the base word tells us what they do. So this is a person who paints. Let's see. Let's do a different one. The verb to sing, right? To sing is an action. And if I added my suffix to the end of it, now it's sing-er. And now I'm changing it. Instead of just the verb to sing, it's a person that sings. Okay, so we're changing that word when we add our suffix. So here, this is to add ER to each base word, and this turns the verbs into a noun. So here I had sleep plus ER equals sleeper, which changes it to now mean someone that sleeps. Play plus ER equals player, and that means, someone that plays. Okay. So now we're taking our verbs and we're changing them to a noun by adding the suffix. Okay. I'm going to do some practice with you. I have some verbs that I came up with, and I want to change them. I want to add the suffix to them. And what I did is I went ahead and I took 2 popsicle sticks to practice. And in one of them I have an ER and one's my OR stick. Okay? Most of the time we use ER. Most of the time. Right? It's our most common. So if I have the word climb and I add ER, now I have climber. And it means a person that climbs. I have eat. If I put my stick in front of it, it's now eater, a person that eats. Drink, drinker, a person that drinks. Jump, jumper, a person that jumps. Learn, learner, a person that learns. Help, helper, a person that helps. Teach, teacher, a person that teaches. So see what we did there? Now, there are some times when we use OR, and there's no set rules for using our OR. There are a few, but again, there's exceptions to those rules. It's really kind of a pain. But these are some examples of ones that we would add OR. So just remember, most of the time it's ER, but sometimes it's OR. And you can tell, let me go back to this other one, by just trying them. Climb, that doesn't look right, does it? Yeah, that ER looks right. See, it just kind of looks weird. It doesn't look like any words I've seen. Jump or no, learn or no. So maybe even just trying them can help you decide which one to use. So sometimes we use OR. I got my OR stick. Like this word, invent. Now it's inventor, someone who invents. Collect, collector, someone who collects. Direct, director, someone who directs. Act, actor, someone who acts. Visit, visitor, someone who visits. And edit, editor, someone who edits. Okay, there are some rules. Like in all of these, you can kind of pick out some common things that you see. Like if a word ends in CT, a lot of times it's OR. Another trick is if it has 2 or more syllables and it ends with it. So visit, 2 syllables, ends with it. That's a clue that it's OR. Edit, 2 syllables, ends with it. It's another clue that it's OR. Okay. And yep, and also I don't have any examples up here, but if they have more than 1 syllable and they end in ate, A-T-E. So there's different ways. But for you guys, I think that the thing that's going to help you the most is just trying them and seeing, that looks weird, that looks right. Right? So what you need to know is that by adding either one of these to the end of a word, you are changing it. You're changing it to now mean a person or thing that blanks. Right? So now we're going to get to what I want you guys to do. In your assignment page, I put a little table and I wrote these in them. So someone that teaches, something that toasts, someone that invents, someone that speaks. So these I just copied right off of it. You don't need to copy them, okay? I'm going to show you what you're going to do. You're going to take a piece of paper. I'm going to fold it in half. And then you're going to fold it in half again. And then one more time. So when you open it up, you're going to have 8 boxes. So you do not have to copy what I wrote in my chart, someone that teaches. You just need to write what the answer is. So you would take what we call the base word, which is the word that we're starting out with. So here the base word is teach. And then you're going to add your ending. That's it. You're just going to put that one word in each box. So you're going to something that toasts. You're going to write the word there. Now, once you have them all written and you have one word in each box, I want you to do one more thing. I want you to go back to each word and you're going to put a box around the base word, which is the verb that we start out with. So a teacher is someone that teaches. So teach is our base word, right? That's the verb that we changed. And then you're going to underline your suffix. So in each one, let me see, I'll give you another example that, so if I went ahead and did this, and it had added my I would put a box around climb, because that's my base word, my verb that I start out with, and I'm going to underline my suffix. So climber is someone who climbs. I'd put a box around my base word, the verb you start out with, eat, and I'm going to underline my suffix. Eater is someone that eats. Okay? So on your page, on your 8 squares, you're just going to have a word with part of it boxed and part of it underlined. Also, if you want more practice, you can use what we did. We did these last week with adding endings, and they can also help you, right? You can do your popsicle sticks like I did, or you can make another flat book. So I got paint, painter, sing, singer, buzz, buzzer, speak, speaker, right? So you can make another little flat book if you wanted to help practice and remember too. But for the assignment for today, I want you to fill in each of these 8 boxes with the word that matches the description in my chart. And then you're going to box the base word and underline the suffix. Okay? Good luck.